graduated from college, I knew I wanted to be in the retail industry. What really drew me to Bonton was the fact that it's a smaller retailer. You get a lot of exposure to upper management, and you're really able to take on a lot of responsibility right out of college, and that's not something you're going to be able to do at a lot of other bigger companies. As a buyer, your main responsibility is to get the right product into the stores. Now, I do this by working with my financial planning team to figure out how much money I have to spend. Then I work with my private brand team. I also work with the vendor community to make sure I'm getting the newest, hottest, latest product into the stores. I think the best thing about Bonton is the flexibility they give you in your career path. You're able to really do what you're passionate about. I knew I was passionate about buying. I was able to really just work my way up the buying career path. You might be passionate about planning, and you're able to move your way up that path. Or you might not know exactly which career path you want to take, and you're able to then see each side and really determine what works best for you. One of the great things about Bonton are that their corporate headquarters are located in downtown Milwaukee, which means you're steps away from sporting events, music festivals, bars, and great restaurants. Bonton is a great place to work because you get to work with amazing people on a daily basis in a fast-paced and exciting environment.
My name is Kelsey, and I'm a buyer for the Bonton stores.
I started working here about 5.5 years ago, and I wanted to work for a private brand organization that provided aspirational value in the products that they sell and really provided differentiation in the products they put on the floor compared to our competition. I started as a product manager in the men's private brand division. 2 years ago, I was promoted to the director of the men's private brand sportswear division, which allows me to still work with our products hands-on, but also help to set the overall strategy for the private brand division. A typical week for me is creating product from concept through delivery in the men's private brand sportswear division. What that means is we conceptually create the products we want to put on the floor, we design those products, we assign the measurement specifications to them, we negotiate the contracts for manufacturing, and ultimately deliver the product to our selling floor. I would tell other people to work for the Bonton because we really put our customer first. It drives every decision that we make. How does our customer wear our product? What do they do in it? It's one of the most important decisions we make every day is what clothes we're going to wear. And I think that all gets reflected in the products we ultimately put on the floor. My name is Matt, and I'm the Director of Men's Private Brand Sportswear for the Bonton Stores, Inc.
I joined the executive training program about 8 months ago. I chose it because of the people. They made it sound so exciting. You got responsibility right away, and you were able to see a 360 view of what the company was, and you had a hand in your own development.
As a trainee, you're really able to meet and talk to upper level management. I mean, as a trainee, I could walk around the hallways and I could have discussions with, my VPs, and they would know things about me, and they really seemed like they took a personal interest in my development.
There are 3 aspects of the executive training program. One would be just general systems training, learning the day in, day out systems that Bonton uses. The second part would be touch bases with key executives within the company, where you can learn anything from our growth strategy to how it is within the stores, and you get a very holistic view of what the company is about. These kinds of things are peppered into just general shadowing within a particular buying office.
Bonton has a really unique training program. You get to try out buying, you get to try out planning, you get to see all facets of the company. And then at the end of it, you sit down and you work with HR and you work with your team and you say, hey, where do I want to go? Do I want to be in buying? Do I want to be in planning? And you really kind of get to take a little ownership of the career path you take.
I would recommend Bonton's executive training program because of the development you have within your career and the control that you have, and just because of the people. The people are always willing to help you and just want you to grow and develop, not just for Bonton, but for yourself.
My name is Kristen, and I am an Assistant Inventory Merchandise Planner for the Bonton stores.
My name is Chris, and I'm an Assistant Buyer for the Bonton stores.
I started working at Bonton about 4.5 years ago, came in through the executive training program. I was a finance major at Iowa State. Through the executive training program, learned a lot, was promoted to an assistant merchandise planner within an office. Did that for about a year and a half again, and then was promoted to an associate planner. Did that for about a year, and then was promoted to a merchandise planner. My responsibilities at the Bon-Ton include managing the portfolio of products, telling the merchant side kind of how much to spend, when to spend it, how to spend it, and kind of how to be profitable in doing that. What Bon-Ton offers me that the competition doesn't is really the opportunity to grow as an individual and grow within my career. I'm not set in a certain path as far as I know when you go into larger corporations or larger retailers that it's kind of set that, okay, you have to do this certain job for maybe a year or two before you can move on to the next position. What the Bon-Ton offers me is it's really you work at your own pace, you move at your own pace, and if you show the drive and you show the results, obviously it pays off in the end.
My name is Jeff, and I'm a merchandise planner for the Bon-Ton stores.
I started with the company 18 years ago as an intern. I was still actually in college getting my degree in computers. And at the end of my internship, the company offered me a position being a developer, coding COBOL and some other type of applications in the credit area. Throughout the years, then I was given the opportunity to become the manager of that area. Then in 2007, I was given the opportunity to become the e-commerce manager for the company. There we established a brand new website. What I really like about my job is seeing a project from start to finish. For example, one of our recent projects was our in-store kiosk. The users had a need to have a new channel for us to sell merchandise in the stores. What's great about the kiosk project is we are able to see the concept that we originally designed, actually have it implemented in the stores, and physically watch customers actually place orders on that kiosk. What I like about working at Bon-Ton is I have the opportunity to work with a lot of really great people, the technologies that are offered to us to stay competitive in the retail world, and also the opportunities that the company has been able to give me.
My name is Chris, and I'm an applications manager for the Bon-Ton stores.